What is up? Welcome into Drive the Nightline. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today, this afternoon. How's everybody doing? Look, I feel like it's been a second since got to sit down with just you all. I feel like it's just been craziness. Been moving around the little studio here, try to build it out, get our camera all set up. Mama, we're going to 4K. Look at it. There we go. All right. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. I know that every show, the lighting has looked different and all of that. I promise I'm trying to get it all worked out. We're going to get it going here pretty soon. All right. Good to see y'all. How you doing? Kevin, what's up, Big AB? What's doing? How come MGM doesn't give me the Vanderbilt baseball game option? Building parlays from this morning show, but no Vandy. Dude, so, okay, great question. All right. And it's funny because I use DraftKings, but I don't have, like, there are games that I don't get either, right? So we'll look at the slate. Excuse me. We'll look at the slate. And I go through the same thing where I'm like, man, I'd like to bet that one. Joey said, feeling down with Cincy now. Come on, Cincy. Come on, boys. Don't mess around with this one. All right. So I appreciate you guys hanging tough with me. We'll get this lighting and background and all this set up. If you see over here, I'm trying to point. It looks stupid. All right. Whatever. The other arm. All right. So there's a blue screen. Okay. And I'm going to put a green curtain on the backside. And I know I was talking about with weather and stuff. We're going to get it. So anyways, just some housekeeping that we have going on there. Okay. How do we do yesterday? I appreciate you all. I have applesauce brain. Okay. We did good yesterday. Nice work, you all. Nice job. All right. Ronald Acuna, over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Had him a hit, had him a run, had him an RBI. Ronnie Boy loves the big lights. I didn't bet this tonight, but anybody that's just riding it again, 2.5, I get it. Ronald Acuna is built for games like this. All right. So we hit we hit Ronald, and then we hit Derek White. He hit 5 threes last night. Great job by the Celtics all around. Pogo said AB still needs a weather girl in studio. Let's go. That'd be awesome. Yeah. Arsenal match under 2. Sims, appreciate it, man. Let's go. Okay. So there we go. Hit those 2 yesterday. Now, we were working on the golf video. Okay. And technology is what it is. We couldn't get it recorded. However, my man Brian has picks for the PGA. So let's get these up. Let me put it full screen. Jacob Bridgman, outright winner, plus 2,200. Justin Thomas, top 10 finish, plus 240. Jacob Bridgman, top 20 finish, plus 105. Brooks Koepka, top 30 finish, minus 106. And then Rio Hisatsun, hopefully I got that pronounced correctly. I practiced. I tried, Brian. Top 30 finish. All right, so that's for the PGA Tour this weekend. Brian, thanks for posting, AB. Brian, thank you, man. And sorry that it didn't work out. Hey, I deal with the same thing. Technology is a pain in the butt, man. Simply randomly, it just won't work. I know. But great picks, man. Y'all been crushing it. David as well. Check out the Discord golf, doing a great job, man. You guys are crushing it. So, all right, those are the top 5, and I have them on the banner too. So don't worry. Grab them now if you can, but they'll be on the bottom 1 second. Okay. Now, let me just say this. I might have gotten too creative here. And when I say creative, I mean an idiot. You all tell me. Okay. Am I overthinking things? Because that tends to happen. All right. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. Team USA money line tonight against Venezuela. World Baseball Classic final. Okay. U.S. wins the game. And Alabama money line. They're playing South Alabama. I totally get it. However, in my head, I'm thinking Alabama didn't have a good weekend. They might be coming out looking to mash today. And I think that's what we're going to get. So I'm going to pair those two together. Team USA baseball money line, Alabama college baseball money line. Those two plus 115. If you don't like Alabama, All right, you could pair this. I mean, you could do work. You're going to need around Alabama's like minus 185 on the money line, so you've got room to work. Like you don't have to get it at plus 115, right? So you could get like a minus 225 if you were looking to pair it with something else. Movement. Giddy did that triple double, by the way, and Sun spread and Wimby double, like we said. Hey, movement. Well done. That was you. Hey, great job. And we all appreciate you on that. Excellent. And let me say this too, real quick. Anyone else, like if you have any picks that hit, drop it in. We celebrate that, no doubt. If you have ones that didn't, don't sweat it. You know what I mean? Nobody's in here mad at you. Keep firing. We want your next one. You know what I mean? So yeah, movement. Great work on that. Yeah, 100% great work on that. Great job. All right. So U.S. Alabama money line. Next. Ooh. Okay. These totals in college baseball have scared me. That said, though, I think if we move the totals down, we could do something here. Aubie said Auburn money line. I feel you, buddy. All right. So we'll go through the totals. We'll go through all these games. Georgia Tech, Auburn. The total's 13.5, and it's about to go to 14. Okay? Yeah. Now, Aubie said it's cold down south. Going to be unders. I don't disagree with that. Right? Like 14 is a huge number that you're going to need, and you're about to need 15. Well, forget all that. We're going to take that down to 11. And not only are we going to take it down, we're taking it down to a flat 11 in both games. Okay? So we do have push insurance as well. So Georgia Tech, Auburn, over 11. If you are ever looking at, total parlays, which again could be insane, right? But if you're ever looking around for it, think of it the same mode as you would teasers, but get that flat number. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to drop it down to 10.5, do your thing. Bubba, I ain't going to get in your way, right? But get that flat number. Get those push insurances. It's not too terribly expensive. It's like going to a Chipotle. All right, if you're going to get that burrito to go, double wrap it. Pay the 50 cents. It's worth it. All right, so Georgia Tech, Auburn, over 11. And then we're going to pair that with New Mexico and Arizona, and we're also going to drop that to 11. So those two games, 11s, and pushes, they count as pushes for us in parlays. So, all right. That one, both of them, take it down to 11, play the over. All right. I might have gotten too greedy. Look, you all might be looking at me like I'm stupid, and that it could be tonight. It could be. I'm nervous, man. These midweek games. All right, so San Diego State, USC. We got the monkey off the back with the loss, okay, which is good. I think USC is just going to come out and rake. I also think the same thing about San Diego State in terms of USC is not going to be throwing their Friday ace. Now, they've got 15 aces right now, it seems like, But I think we could get there today. Over 9.5. All right, we're going to drop that from 11.5. All right, and that's going up to 12. So we're going to drop that all the way to over 9.5. And then we're going to move Texas to plus 7.5. All right, I told you I've been stewing over this all morning since the morning show. What do you think? Am I stupid? It's okay. You can tell me. All right. That's what we have. Let that soak in. I know that I just threw a lot at you right there. All right. I know I did. Okay. Picks at the bottom. There we go. All right. Just making sure. And Brian should pop up too. All right. So there we go. If you have any questions, any thoughts, drop those in. Pogo, I had to get this one up. Pogo just had a ranch-related accident at work. These pants are toast. Well, ranch accidents happen. It's a T-shirt. You know what? Hey, it's all right. What did you have to eat? At first, when you wrote that, I thought you meant like a rancher, like on a farm, and then I was thinking, oh God, that could be anything. But then I was like, nah, it's probably ranch, food related. What'd you have? Did you go with a salad? We going to Tuesday salad? All right, college basketball. Tizzle, you like Arizona State, Grand Canyon over 13.5 college baseball? There we go. All right, Rick. So, Slick Rick, you're on UMBC -1.5. I am as well for the morning show. Now, that spread hasn't moved. Total of 142.5. Is there anything that we see, like, want that we haven't addressed from the morning show? And if you didn't catch the morning show, if you've never caught a morning show here, right? You're brand new today. First off, welcome in. Second off, yeah, we could dive in. We don't have to. Not going to make you go watch the morning show to catch up on the conversation here, right? So UMBC, but yeah, go watch the morning show. All right, UMBC. It feels consensus that we're all on it, which is what it is. We took the total down. Rick, this is the time of year everyone has to figure out if they have True TV on their cable and satellite. 100%. Yeah. Yusef, hey, yo, what's up, brother? Hey, good to see you. How we doing? Hope you're doing well. What do you think on this? I think both of these are pretty market efficient, right? All right. Oh man, no dumper or Pete Crow Armstrong tonight. World Baseball Classic. Wow. Lineup dropped. Any pitching changes? I assume no. Zach, NIT, George Mason, and Yale, moneyline parlay, +108. Beautiful. Thank you, man. All right. So if you've got any thoughts on UMBC Howard, look, like I said, I'm not the largest expert on either of these teams, and I'm not going to lie to you and just, you know what I mean? Not put together producer notes and just read off stats, you know? Well, UMBC, I mean, that's 62%. It's really scaring me. We ought to do a show. Well, you know, I was gonna say we ought to do a show on faking it, like, but I think Stu Gotts already did that with Dan Levitard, which is hilarious. Go check that out. Okay. Yeah, if you have thoughts on that one, let me know. All right, Texas and NC State. So Texas, Zach, what do we do here, bro? What do you think? Texas has been brutal the last month of the season. Brutal. That said, though, I was looking for a good outing in the SEC tournament and did not get that. But part of that was running into the Ole Miss buzzsaw that they turned out to be there for a little bit. But even still, Tizzle, the whole team showed up wearing USA Olympic hockey jerseys. The baseball team did. Oh, team total over. Yeah. And it screams team total over. They're coming to mash. Hey, Bryce Harper, I'm calling it. Bryce Harper goes yard. Play Freebird. Yes. All right. Mike, Stu Gotts talks about senior guard play, not knowing I love Levitard. Stu is on Fox now. Dude, I do too. Mike, I love it, man. Hey, first, good to see you, bro. Second, yes. And you need that in the tournament. Stu Gotts is the man. That whole segment is absolutely hilarious. Mike is 100% correct. YouTube, Google that. It's so fun. It's so funny. And Stu Gotts nails it too. That's what makes it so good, is that Stu Gotts can absolutely deliver. Oh, man, he's funny. All right. Yeah, okay, so Texas, man. Yeah, Zach, and this is coming from a Texas dude. Haven't been able to trust Texas away from Austin all season. They don't have that look. They look lost on the court at times. NC State money line. Yeah. So we moved Texas to +7.5 because I 100% agree with you. But I do not think that Texas gets blown out here. I hope. Now, NC State, here's where the narrative comes in to play. We should be talking about just NC State and the good that they're doing, right? But that brand name, watch. Like when you're filling out your brackets, man, that brand name has power. Ooh. All right. So we moved it to Texas plus 7.5. You can see it at the bottom. Greg's on NC State. I feel it on the NC State in terms of if you're betting on what you see, Texas has not been able to be trusted whatsoever. All right, college baseball. Hey, and feel free if you have any thoughts like basketball. If you come in afterward, like drop it in. All right, college baseball here. So we talked about this morning. I'll go through it quick. I don't want to spend all the time. We've got NBA as well. Sanford and Jacksonville State, total of 14. Here, Liberty, Wake Forest, total of 12.5. Japan, good to see you, bro. Great to see you. Let's go. Joey, brand name is Puzzy Pack. Let's get it. Wake Forest under. Yeah, look at it. It's trending that way, too. It's going to go to 11. It's going to go to 12. It's about to. It's minus 125 right now. Yeah, you're going to get good pitching there. Both teams. Charlotte, South Carolina. Look at this total 11. Oh, cold and wind blowing in. Great. Thank you for the weather. Hey, and anyone out there, seriously, wherever you are, like if we have baseball, and this goes for college baseball, it goes for Major League Baseball, it goes for all that, right? Like legit, drop in. If you're in around any of these areas, drop in what the weather is. You know what I mean? You don't have to have if you know how the stadium, like the layout of it, yeah, feel free. But if you don't, that's fine. But if it's cold, if it's hot, if it's super windy, all that information helps, no doubt. All right, Charlotte, South Carolina. You got a total of 11 in here. Man, this is an old Jim Crockett promotion territory right here. The Carolinas. We got Rick Tully and Arn coming out. All right. Okay. 11. I still would go under. I don't have a play on it, but under feels like the play. It's going to feel like that with a lot of South Carolina games. They're showing that they can pitch, and the hitting is not too terribly high. Yeah, crazy to see the line. I know, right? It's so strange, man, because South Carolina forever they were just the institution there. Sims, Auburn can only get it under 13.5 thoughts, gang. Yeah, that Auburn Georgia Tech game. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. It scares me, both sides, right? Joey, would y'all take Wake minus 1.5? That's tough. If I thought there were going to be a lot of runs, I would absolutely like be on board with like run lines, like 1.5. If we're looking at under, the point that I'm getting at, if we're looking at under, if we're thinking that 6-5, 5-4, 4-3, those come into play, and it scares me. But it's 1.5, right? So if you're looking at winning the game, if you're looking at Wake Forest winning the game, there's only one option that kills your bet, and that's Wake Forest winning by 1 run. I know that I'm saying things that we all know, right? You're like, yeah, I understand the bet, dummy. No, but I'm just like doing the math in my head. There's only one option. So 1.5, I could live with that. We start going to 2.5. Yeah, Joe, I appreciate you, man. It's a great question. We start going to 2.5, they scare me, right? Because, yeah. Man, I don't hate it there. Liberty can play, though. Hawk. Don't forget about Ole Anderson. Yep. Ole. Dude, I love it. Oh, man. That era was so good. Like, what was your favorite iteration of the Horseman? Do we I just knocked my mic off. All right. So again, apologies. I'm gonna have to get used to this new spot too. I keep knocking the mic off. I'm sorry. Apologies for that. All right, let me get back on track. Yeah. What was your favorite iteration of the Horseman? You Barry Windham guy? What about Sid when he came in? Joey, I'm trying to use my bonus for flatter money. Hey, there we go. Flatter money. Nice. I like that phrase. All right. Austin beat Ole Miss, total of 14.5. Ole Miss. That's a big total, and it's going to 15. It's about to go big. But yeah, I don't know if I can get down on that, but I wouldn't be surprised to see these two teams smash. Austin Peay it too. Barry was great. Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Yeah. Dude, Magnum TA. If he didn't have his car wreck, man, dude, they had it so set up. Dusty and Magnum? Oh, my goodness. Elon in East Carolina. So I saw somebody on YouTube. I listened to the Four Horsemen theme a while back, and one of the comments said, hearing this song makes me want to get 3 of my best friends and go beat up Dusty Rhodes. Elon in East Carolina, another Jim Crockett WCW territory right here. Total of 13, flat. I don't hate that total. That was a JYD Junkyard Dog. Yeah, he did have the headbutt. JYD was the man. All right, Georgia Tech and Auburn. Okay, so 2 top 5 teams. Total of 13.5. It's about to go to 14. So you can see at the bottom, we took that total all the way down to 11 and paired that with New Mexico, Arizona over 11. Okay, so took that down. I'm with Aubie here in the sense of Aubie saying Auburn minus 4.5 runs. No, I'm with Aubie and being careful. Some of these totals are getting up there. Like, it's about to go to 14. So you're about to need 15 runs. What is that? 8-7? Now, with these two teams, that can absolutely happen. But the thing to remember, too, and remember last week, all right, and I'm not saying it's going to happen at all. What I'm saying is that we saw some Georgia Tech 10-0s. What I'm getting at is that Georgia Tech can pitch, even in the midweek. And the same thing for Auburn. Right? So we could have the game of the year, and it's 6-5. You know, you're needing 15 runs, man. 9-6, 8-7, 10-5. Yeah, Aubie, if it was 2 days ago at 80 degrees, I would say slam dunk, but it's going to be cold as hell. They even moved the game up and it's still cold. Agreed. Like, Auburn's not far from me here in Nashville. And, dude, it's freezing. It was snowing yesterday. So, yeah. But again, I don't hate runs because, my Lord, these two teams can both mash. So we'll see. I mean, it's a top 5 game, right? In the middle of the week. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Sam Houston and Lamar, total of 12.5. Clemson, College of Charleston, total of flat 12. Duke and Campbell, total of 13.5. And that's going to go. Look at that. It's minus 130. The people are buying that total up. Oh, I love seeing these when they pop up randomly out of nowhere. People want that Duke Campbell. It's going to be a good game. I agree. That's a big total, though. It's 60 degrees. Yeah. No, Joey, you're not joking. And, yeah, there's a little bit of I'm soft with the cold weather. Yeah. Yeah. Again, shout out to the Northeast. Your weather is like that, dude. That's the show. You know, we call Major League Baseball, hey, welcome to the show. That's the Northeast with weather. The Northeast and the Southwest, the two polar opposites. It's extreme. Matty Boy sitting in the chat like, bro, it is March 17th and it's 91 degrees. No joke. All right, so that Duke Campbell game went. North Carolina State, UNC Wilmington, flat 12. No chance I'm playing either total on that. That scares me on that one. That has 4-3 written all over it. Stetson in Florida, total of 12. I feel like we've played this game 15 times already. I feel like Florida plays Stetson, Jacksonville, Florida Atlantic every Tuesday. And it's a total of 12 every Tuesday. Florida Gulf Coast, excuse me. Florida Gulf Coast, Florida Atlantic, flat total of 12. That's what you're going to get across the state of Florida today. 12. Texas State, Texas A&M, total of 14. That Texas Midwest area, especially Texas, you're going to see some wind blowing. Oklahoma, Southeastern Louisiana, total of 13. Southern Miss, Nichols, total of 11.5. This is going to be a good baseball game. No play for me on that total. Stephen F. Austin, UT Arlington, total of 12.5, standard fare. Nebraska, Wichita State, total of 13.5. Tarleton State, Texas, total of Texas minus 1050. Alabama, South Alabama. Here we go. All right. We have Team USA and Alabama. Who would have thought we'd had those two? Alabama, let's go, baby. Minus 166 on the money line. South Alabama's good. Total 12.5. We need Alabama to hit. Just need them to hit. Mash. Let's go. Let's get to South Alabama's bullpen. Make it South Alabama make decisions. Right? Early in this game. Because they don't want to throw anybody that they're going to need this weekend. So you get to the third pitcher. Let's do the math, right? Like if all of us, okay, in the crew, all of us play for Alabama, and we're sitting in the dugout. Joey, since he just got a safety, they're up 3-2. Since he's up 3-2, or since he's losing 3-2, kickoff coming. All right, so if we all play for Alabama, we're sitting in the dugout, all right, and everybody's sitting there adjusting your hats, ready to go, right? Or helmets, like we're hitting. We're on the road. I'm going to every one of you, and I'm saying, look, fellas, all right, the name of the game today is, you see that picture? And I'm saying this loud so he can hear me too, and all his family and his friends, because I just want to make this fun on a Tuesday, right? Spice it up. I'm saying, fellas, you see the target. All right? That's a wildebeest walking, and we're some lions, and we're fit to get him. Let's get this dude out of the game in the first inning. I'm challenging everybody. Can we get this dude out of here? And how do we do that? We get up and mash him. Whatever he throws over the plate, hitting him. I want that pitching coach coming out by cleanup hitter, right? Just these types of games, man. Did anybody play this type of stuff? Like those right there. If I'm Alabama, you're playing young dudes, and I'm including them too. This is good team building stuff, right? If I'm one of the vets, OGs, and I'm sitting today, right? I'm telling that dude, hey, man, if we play second base, I'm saying, hey, there's nobody here that believes in you more than me. Let's go. Mashing this dude today. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of stuff, man. Full team. Guys that don't get to play a ton on the weekends, young guys, freshmen, everybody. All right? That's the type of midweek fun. We're mashing them. We're getting them out of here. If we get that with Bama, man, we could take this one. That total of 12.5, they could get it too. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a rant. I love baseball, dude. It's great. New Orleans and Tulane, total of 13. Texas Tech, Dallas Baptist, total of 16.5. Here it is. Who's taking that? Hey, and guess what? Look what bettors are doing. They're juicing it up. They said this ain't enough. We want 17. It's about to go to 17, meaning you're going to need 18 to hit the over. Is anybody doing it? All right, so this game's at 7:30 Eastern. Is anybody sitting there saying, AB, you know what? I appreciate the look, bro. But what I'm going to do is let everybody bet this to 17, and then I'm playing the under. You're going to get a flat 17. Even a 17 gets you to a push, right? Or are you risking it? This is going to be fun. All right, Kansas State, Baylor, total of 12.5. New Mexico, Arizona. All right, so we have this one. You can see at the bottom. Georgia Tech, Auburn, over 11. We move that total down. This total's 13.5. We move that total down. Playing the over. 11. Arizona, minus 215. Brutal in terms of trusting them. But I like this team. I can't give up on them yet. Now, New Mexico, go look at their stats. And we'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central to break down week 6. God, is it week 6 in college baseball already? Jeez. All right. New Mexico can put up some runs. Joey said, do not take Arizona. No, I didn't. But we did play the over. So we took the total down. Yeah. He said, don't play him. I feel you. Can't trust it right now. You're speaking the truth. All right. So we've got that with those two totals over 11. Let's go. UConn and Cal. UConn on their West Coast swing. Good for the boys. They deserve it, man. As Joey was saying, get out of the snow, get out of the cold, go see some sun. Joey said, I'm 0-3 with Arizona already. Yeah. Apologies. I know, man. It's tough. All right. Cal minus 175. That could end up being the money line price of the day. Could be. Watch out for UConn. Arizona found out about UConn, right? But no, man. If Cal should have a spot here. All right. LMU, Long Beach State, Loyola Marymount. Total 12.5, standard fare. CSUN, Fresno State, total of 14. Nothing for me there. Cal State, UNLV, total of 13. San Diego State, USC, total 11.5. So we took this total down to 9.5 and paired it with Texas plus 7.5 in basketball. I know my picks are all over the board today, but feeling some alternates here. Might have got too creative or dumb, but we'll see. Midweek, USC, just keep going, baby. San Diego State, look, we need the over 9.5. So 10, 6-4, 7-3. I know I say it a lot of, hey, we need the game to start with runs. Yeah, I know. I'm saying cliches, right? But the thing with baseball, man, is just that dreaded goose egg. Because you could have the best hitting team on planet Earth, but they just, they can't get the first run. You get the first run, and I swear floodgates can open up. That's what we need here. We need both of these teams to just get on the board early. We don't have to, sit here and say, well, we need 8 runs. Like, I'm not going to put it on that. But we got to get on the board. Because if we could get there, like if we just get on it early, we can accumulate ourselves here. One big inning or two. We just can't have that going into the bottom of the 4th and it's 1-0. And San Diego State has 2 hits. Like, no, man. Can't be doing that, boys. Aztecs, let's go. All right. Grand Canyon, Arizona State. Good game here. Total of 13.5. Joey said, just a reminder, everyone, don't take Arizona. How about Arizona State? Minus 950. Well, I guess we can't take that. It's too expensive, but we can look, but don't touch in this game. I don't know about the total. I don't know what to do with that. Because Arizona State can get there on their own. They can also win this thing 8-0. It scares me that they could do that. All right. NBA. Heat and the Hornets. Hornets, 5.5-point favorites, total 234.5. The Hornets, 14-17 at home. What a weird year it's been for Charlotte. Been on absolute fire there in what? February, January? Total of 234.5. Kind of feeling that under. Thunder and the Magic. Thunder, 9.5-point favorites. Total of 223.5. Is this a prop game? Anybody going to SGA? Paolo? Points? Scares me messing around with rebounds and assists with either of these guys. I mean, Paolo, not so much. I mean, he averaged 8.6 rebounds a game, but anybody going double doubles? Total of 220. That's what scares me, though. This game could be 108, 105. I swear it looks like 108, 105 to me. I don't know. Pistons and the Wizards. Joey. So people are actually making money doing fantasy lineups every day. Watched a few shows today, just brainstorming the NBA. Yeah, it's fascinating you bring that up, dude, because like I'm in the same boat of like the NBA. I almost look at it differently than I did 4 years ago in terms of betting it, right? And some nights, exactly the same. The question we just asked, like looking at games, I'm like, I just want props. Going kind of, I know that DFS and betting is different, but still kind of the same thing. I agree, man. The NBA is it's a tough puzzle to solve at times. Look at this. Pistons 19.5-point favorites. Total of 232.5. 19.5 on the road. Jeez. Yeah. All right. It doesn't appear that the Wizards are really too keen on winning this game tonight. 16-51. Yeah, you nailed it. It's a lot of load management. Then a guy sits come 3 p.m. and you draft a guy. Yeah. I wouldn't be making. Yeah. Does it work that way? Yeah, I'm with you. I wouldn't be making any decisions till like 6:30, Sorry, I got to plug in the charger. Yeah, and I say that as I'm with you. It's tough to figure out at times, man. Pacers and the Knicks. 14.5-point favorites again. Another huge total. Matty boy, new studios coming together, brother. Gonna be fire. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know what I need is like right there. I need something like a large, unique item. You know what would be great? All right. You know those huge tickets, all right, that the teams print, like they stamp, when they like make it to the tournament, they win a comp. I need something like that. A ticket, but like Omaha of like the College World Series. That's what it is. It's got to be that. I need an official, like full bracket poster board from there. It's got to be something cool. If anybody ever comes across something like that, random and unique, let me know. I'll buy it. You know what I mean? Joey, you just need a weather girl. That's true. Cavs and the Bucks. Cavs 10.5-point favorites. Dude, the weather studio is going to be nice, man. I can't wait for baseball weather. All right, Cavs and the Bucks. Cavs 10.5-point favorites, total of 228.5. Joey. Hey, James Harden threes, man. It's random, but it works. Over 2.5. Matty boy. But AB asked, am I stupid? I honestly looked at the picks again to make sure he didn't have Duke on the list. Yeah, I don't have to play in that game. Look for threes, though. Suns and the Timberwolves. Timberwolves 3.5-point favorites. 76ers and the Nuggets. Nuggets 15.5-point favorites. Wow. Check your starting lineups for Philly. Spurs and the Kings. Spurs 13.5. But look, that's the name of the game in the NBA tonight. These spreads are crazy huge. Yeah, there we go. We got top 25. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. This was the preseason top 25. LSU number 1. It's been tough. Georgia Tech, real deal. Tennessee, Arkansas, yeah, they're there. UCLA, real deal. Mississippi State, real deal. Oregon State, meh. Texas, real deal. Florida State, real deal. Auburn, real deal. TCU, they're getting there. Florida, looking good. Oregon, looking good. Virginia, looking good. Georgia, looking good. Louisville, we'll see. Coastal, there we go. North Carolina, okay. Vanderbilt, getting it together. Clemson, they're good. UC Santa Barbara, they know. That's why I love D1. Respect, they knew. Yeah. NC State, let's get it together. Southern Miss, 23, they were right. Miami, 24, all right. And East Carolina, 25. Not bad. Dude, not bad, man. That's not easy to do. And they didn't have any huge misses, right? That's pretty good. Yeah. And yeah, they did a good job. Yep, 100%. They did a real good job. Yeah. Nice work, boys. Nice, and girls. Nice work. Okay. All right, let me get the picks up here, and we'll bounce out of here. Okay. All right, banner off. All right. Team USA World Baseball Classic money line paired with Alabama baseball money line plus 115. Georgia Tech and Auburn over 11. That's an alternate total paired with New Mexico and Arizona alternate total. Both of those games over 11. Just move the total down to 11 minus 115. San Diego State USC, take that total down to over 9.5. And then an alternate spread with Texas at plus 7.5 at minus 110. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, let me get Brian. PGA Tour. Let me read these off. Jacob Bridgman, outright winner, plus 2,200. Justin Thomas, top 10 finish, plus 240. Jacob Bridgman, top 20 finish, plus 105. Brooks Koepka, top 30 finish, minus 106. And Ryo Hisatsune, top 30 finish, plus 116. We couldn't get a video up golf-wise. Technology breaks down at times. But, Brian, appreciate you, man. Big thank you. Get the picks up. I'll be safe out there tonight. Don't drink and drive. It's not worth it. No, it's not. Joey, I drink at home heavily and hourly. Joey, we would get along well. I love y'all to death. All right. Aubie, yeah, you said it, bro. Hey, everybody be safe out there tonight. St. Patrick's Day for sure. Don't drink and drive. It's definitely not worth it. Brian, on the Discord, I previewed the event. Great job, Brian, and thank you so much. You guys go check that out. Discord is absolutely free. Jeff, thanks, AB. You're the best. Jeff, you are the best, man. Crew, thank you all. Can't thank you enough. All right, it's going to be a great day. We'll be live tonight, 6 p.m. We'll be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central for Week 6 college baseball. Come hang out. Till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? No!